One lunchtime, I broke with tradition. Instead of my customary sandwich, I went for an ultrasound. Let me clarify. This was not a strange diet. This was not a choice between a chicken salad wrap and a non-invasive medical procedure. No, this was a scheduled appointment. The lab technician was not so happy about the scheduling, though. Lie down over there, she grumbled as she stopped fondling her Italian meat footlong. She did the gel thing and the scanner thing, and soon enough, she showed me twin images on the screen. All right, she said, you can put your clothes back on. But wait, what is it? I said. Well, we'll get the confirmation in a couple of days, but looks like you have a double hernia. What? I said, that's what old men get. Yes. She looked at me silently as she bit into her pickle spear. Now, this diagnosis was not a complete surprise. Some months earlier, I'd first noticed the little tiny egg-shaped lumps just below my waistband. They weren't causing any fuss. Sometimes they were more visible, sometimes they were less. A little bit like the Democratic Party right now. But armed with this diagnosis, I did what any educated, sophisticated, self-respecting man baby would do, and I completely ignored it. I kept it a secret, even from my partner, even when he organized a birthday adventure trip to go tree climbing giant evergreens. By choice, by the way. I loved it. Hernia be damned. He hated it. Pulled a muscle in his stomach, sat down on the ground, took a nap. A few weeks later, he's away on a work trip to the UK, calls me up one Saturday night in a panic and says, that muscle I pulled in my stomach, I'm in agony. I need to see a doctor. And I said, okay, but listen, whatever you do not go to the National Health Service. Now, I know as Americans, you tend to romanticize our public medicine model. And it is wondrous, but it's also utterly overwhelmed. If you show up at a British hospital on a weekend night, you may get pulled into the pub brawl that's landed in the emergency room in the first place, or they may make you wait so long that it will be faster for you to train as a doctor and treat yourself. So we find him a private doctor who examines my partner and says, you have a hernia, and it's a big one. He's freaking out on the phone. What should I do? What should I do? I'm like, look, calm down. It's a very common condition, because of course I'm now the expert. Actually, I have a hernia. In fact, I have two. What? He says. I think he's a bit pissed off that I'm stealing his moment. But I say, look, just get some painkillers. Don't worry about it. Get some painkillers, come right home, we'll figure it out. And within 2 days, he's back, he's seen a specialist, and I'm driving him to the hospital for emergency surgery. The hernia has been stopping him sleeping, and he's a little too excited about the anesthesia medication, keeps asking if he can get some to go. Not alone, I see. Surgery goes well, but he's in agony in recovery. He can't sit, can't walk, can't stand, can't put his trousers or his shoes on without help. He's wincing and clutching onto everything, mainly my arm, as I ease him into the car, into the apartment, into bed, and I dose him up on painkillers. I give him a plastic buzzer from that board game, Taboo. You know, it goes, meep. And I say to him, I'm going to work in the other room. If you need anything, just buzz. And he's lying there looking so helpless and needy. It's quite adorable, actually. But I go out and close the door. Meep! Buzzer goes, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Can I have a glass of water? Of course you can. There you are. I close the door, go out. Meep! What is it? What is it? What is it? I can't reach it. Oh, let me move it closer. There you go. I close the door, go out. Meep! Yes? I'm a little cold. Let me get you a blanket. Maybe a pillow. Over the course of the next few days, that buzzer goes off a lot. His recovery is really slow, and I feel really bad for him. I have to admit, I'm quite enjoying fussing over him, though. You know, people show love in different ways. His was the amazing adventure trip. Mine was helping him put his pants and socks on. And so it goes. Meat fuss, meat fuss, meat fuss. Until after a couple of weeks, he's kind of back to normal. Turns to me and says, now, what about your hernia? Oh, yes. I say, what? Did you remember what went on here? There's nothing to see down here. These are just my two fellow travelers, lumpy and bumpy, and I'm fine with that. I am taken to the specialist. The same specialist that examined my partner. I'm like, hi, it's a new bonding experience, couple surgery. Look, I tell the doctor, they're not getting any bigger and they're not causing me any pain, so I can just leave them, right? Well, you know they're not going to go away on their own, don't you? Yeah. And you know they're probably only going to get bigger over time, don't you? Yeah. And you don't want to be in the same kind of pain your partner was in, do you? No. Right, I can fit you in a month. And so we go back. Same hospital, same surgeon, same jokes about getting some anesthesia medication to go. And yes, surgery goes well. 3 hours later, I wake up and I think, I need to roll over. And I brace to cry out in agony. And I don't. I just feel a little uncomfortable and a lot dopey. My partner looks at me, aren't you in a lot of pain? Actually, no. He purses his lips. And here's the thing, I'm a terrible patient. If I have a sniffle, it's mortal flu. If I have a headache, it's an aneurysm for sure. But with his help, I get up, get dressed, get into the car, get into the apartment, get into bed, without any painkillers and just a little discomfort. I think he's a little aggrieved at this after what he went through. And the truth is, I'm a little aggrieved as well. I mean, does this mean I don't get the 24-hour nursing care? Does it mean I don't get the buzzer? Why can't I have more pain? He makes me a sandwich, I take a nap. Within a day, I'm up and about. In a week, I'm back in the gym and very soon, virtually back to normal. Our recoveries are very different. And here's the thing, it brings us closer together. A few weeks later, he's away on a work trip again. And I find myself texting him saying, maybe it's because we've been looking after each other so much recently, but I'm really kind of missing you right now. And we've been together 17 years. Just cut that shit out. Wow, really? But okay, I'll give you this. It's true. We all have different love languages. Neither is better than the other. Neither's right. His is the grand gesture of the amazing vacation. Mine is just fussing around the small things. And the way we showed up as patients as well reflected that difference too. His hernia was big and bold and a statement. Mine were just there, and then they went away. At some point in the future, he has to have shoulder surgery. I now know what to expect in the recovery phase, and I'm kind of looking forward to the fussing. But I've learned two things. Don't keep secrets, and hide the goddamn buzzer. Thank you.